What's going on, everybody? This is part two of The Mess, and I'm super excited because I told y'all I had a special guest for us on our episode tonight. As you know, Legendary premiered tonight on HBO Max season two. I've watched like the first three episodes. I'm like in the middle of episode three, and let me tell you, it's already it's a good season so far. Like I said, had a little technical difficulties on my end, so we had to split the episode up. And I have a person who was on season one of Legendary, and I'm super excited because I got to see this person's with everybody else on the show. I got to see this person's growth on the show. I got to see them, be creative with their team, far as everybody else and everything. Like we got to see a lot of creativity from this team and everybody's team. But I'm super excited because I've always been a fan of Vogan. I've always been a fan of Ballroom. When I was in high school, I used to watch a lot of YouTube videos about this and everything. And now that there's an opportunity to actually have this show, this competition, and see these houses come and compete and see all these different creative people do these choreographies and everything, these outfits, I'm just super excited that this is now happening for people like me who enjoy this type of thing. So I have from the House of Gorgeous Gucci, who was on season one of Legendary, that was on HBO Max. I have Mr. Jeter Gucci. Welcome to The Mess on Mo Diversity. How are you?
Hey, what's going on, you guys? Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming. Like I said, this is going to be a good episode. My first question is going to be, first, how are you right now? Like, how are you?
I'm doing
Like,
great, man. I'm doing really great. I'm excited about the premiere of season two of Legendary. We aren't even 365 days out of the premiere of season one, and here we are with season two, even bigger, even better. New houses, fresh faces, even some fan favorite faces from the ballroom community. So I'm pretty sure it's a lot of people that, if you are familiar with the ballroom community, then you know some of the people that's on season two are not to be fucked with.
mm-mm.
I'm excited to see how season two is gonna turn out.
Me too. I was shook when I saw Sasha.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I do drag, so when I'm watching pageants and stuff like that, she's been in a lot of the pageants that I've watched. So when I saw her and I heard her tell her story, I was like, mind blown. But yeah, this season is already like, I'm so excited to see the rest of it. First question. How did you feel when you got the call and you knew that you were going to be on the first season of Legendary?
It's crazy, man. When I got the news that I was gonna be on the first season of Legendary, I was actually in Paris,
Mm.
hotel room. I had just made not my first international trip, but my first international trip overseas. And I was walking my first ball, and my first ball in Paris, and I was with my boyfriend, who I'm still with at the time, and we had already been going through, like, the Skype interviews and the Zoom interviews or whatever, to kind of, like, figure out if I was actually going to be on the show. I think I had already had two calls at that point, and I felt pretty good about it, but I was just kind of like, not really telling nobody about it, not really, I didn't want to spoil anything, so fast forward or whatever, I let them know that I was going to Paris before I left, just in case they decided to call, because the time difference or whatever.
Right.
And the person I spoke to on the phone, they were like, "Oh, you're going to Paris?" I was like, "Yeah, like I'm going over for a ball. I'll be there for like 5 days." And they were like, "Okay, that's really exciting. Like, congratulations. Like, good luck." And then when they called to give me the news, they were like, "Yeah, we want you on season one of Legendary." Like, they even followed up to ask me, like, "So how'd the ball go?"
Wow.
I almost, in the back of my mind, I kind of feel like the fact that I gave them that little bit of information, that was like the seal, that kind of sealed the deal, that made them want me to be on the show, because it was like,
Right. I mean, you in Paris. I gotta ask about that. Like, you in Paris, you said you that was your first ball in Paris. Like, how was that compared? Like, in the States, like in Paris, like what, like how was the like that feeling being in Paris and walking in the ball?
It was actually really dope, and it's crazy because a full circle moment. The person who was throwing the ball in Paris is somebody that's on season 2 of Legendary, the father of the House of Miyake Mugler, Arturo. It was his ball,
Oh
and
wow.
also Mother Jason Prodigy was on the panel when I walked that night. So it's like it's
Okay.
the ballroom
Right.
community. It's a small world. It's a small world. So,
Yeah.
there was actually just a lot of people from the states who attended that ball in Paris that night, including King James West from season 1.
Okay.
Bucky was there. Just to name a few people that people who watch Legendary would be familiar with. So, yeah, it was a really dope experience. I was really excited when I got the news. I don't know if I cried or when I got the news because it just didn't feel real. But once I got back to the States and got off the plane, that's when I
Hmm.
started to like let my family know, and it started to feel real then.
Wow, that is I think that's a wonderful treat for you because you're in Paris doing your first ball, and then you get to find out you're going to be on the very first season of Legendary. And like I said, ballroom is iconic. I think that this is the perfect time for this show. I felt like I said I was on YouTube in high school watching so many different balls and the classic balls and watching so many other different Vogue and shows and everything like that. And then still now I do watch it on YouTube and I've never been to a ball. But I lived through watching it through YouTube because I don't, I never get a chance to go. So the fact that we now have this show, I'm like, I've been excited about this since season 1 and rewatching season 1. I was just like, yes, I'm so happy this is here. And seeing seasons two's trailer, I was like, yeah, I feel like it's gonna elevate in every season. I want like 20 seasons of this, like seriously,
Absolutely.
like 20 seasons. Like I want to see all the houses to be able to compete. So and when you was in Paris, what did you walk when you was there?
My main
And
my main category is realness with a twist,
okay,
and but I also walked hand performance that night, and I was gonna walk All American Runway, but I just decided not to at the last minute because there was so many other things going on. And
right,
the way the order of the categories played out, I will be doing something back to back to back to back that I didn't
right.
have time to change out of my affected to. So I just kind of did what I could. But I definitely had intentions on going to Paris and walking multiple categories and trying to make a really good first impression for my first international ball.
Nice, nice. Now get into the actual set of Legendary and everything. How was that filming and everything and being with the House of Gucci? Like what was that vibe when you first got there and finally filming, doing promo shoots and everything? Like how was that feeling for you?
That was crazy, man. Like I said, it was. I just felt like it was so many full circle moments for me behind the scenes that just kept giving me that confirmation that this is I'm here for a reason, and this is like I'm supposed to be doing this. Just little stuff like working with Tanisha Scott on choreography and creative directing behind the scenes, like I remember getting ready for school back in 2006 and 7, watching music videos like Sean Paul and seeing Tanisha Scott. You know what I'm saying? Like, and now
Right.
fast forward to 2021, and I'm working with this lady,
Mm-hmm.
2020, and I'm working with her side by side, and like, you know, she's actually somebody that I consider like a close friend. Like, her energy is just so dope, and like, we still speak today. It's just, it was just so many things like that that just made me know that like I'm living in my purpose and then I'm not just, doing this just to do it.
Awesome. I love that. So let's get into the episodes of season 1. So I'm gonna play this clip because I might have some viewers or that watch they haven't. I know I told a couple people to go watch season 1, but I'm gonna play the 3-minute clip from when they introduced the House of Gucci to give people an idea of who you and your house is. Oh my god! Like watching this season over was
Gorgeous
amazing.
House of Gucci.
Sexy.
glamorous. When the gorgeous house of Gucci hits the runway, we shine. I started off in ballroom probably in 2010. At that time, you couldn't tell me I wasn't like the shit.
Jarrell, he's an amazing overall father. He's perfect to me. I guess he alright. Yeah, just like you can see it. I mean, I thought about it before.
Thought about what? My mother is gay. She's a lesbian. She's a butch lesbian at that. She's 6 foot tall. She's my brother, but she's also like my mom, you know? And I want to be exactly what my mom was to me, to my kids.
My confidence comes from my mom. I was able to come to her and be like, okay, mom, like, this is what's going on with me. I think I want to transition and I want to take hormones. And she was there with me every step of the way. She was so passionate about me going to prom because she was pregnant with me on her prom and she couldn't go.
Could you stop dancing?
So me going on prom was like her living through me. Like, and when we went to go shopping for prom, she bought me an $800 Cinderella dress.
Oh, Diddy's so cute.
And I actually became prom queen. It kind of made me cry a little bit because out of all the women that were there, that were cisgender, and they were beautiful, but I was the best.
When we come into a ball, everyone is looking like, here comes trouble.
The gorgeous house of Gucci lives up to its name.
I love that mask.
You're gorgeous. We're going to give you glam.
We made all of that stuff.
I bet. Like, that's just creativity. Oh, we get more. Ooh! I love this intro walk.
Maybe nobody in this world catwalk like Miracle. Okay? That catwalk is stern. Okay.
Okay, like in place, tight, like come on, awesome. It's this hair. The gorgeous house of Gucci. Like, how does it feel to see that over again?
Oh my God. I have watched it a million times already, but I don't know, man. It's just so crazy because it's like, you know, you watch the process that it takes to get to that point and all the moving pieces that it takes to, you know what I'm saying, make a vision like that come to life. And you just appreciate it that much more when you know what I'm saying? That's why I love watching like the behind the scenes for stuff like that. You just
Me too.
The build up, you know?
How many, if I can ask this, how many weeks did y'all have before that episode aired to prepare?
So we started preparing for episode 1 the minute they told us that we were going to be on the show.
Nice. Okay.
So I got the news like in December, right before Christmas, and we were flown out to start filming the last week of January. So I guess we had about a month to prepare for the first episode. Yeah, I guess you could say that's fair. About a month just to figure out choreography and creative concepts and how we're going to present ourselves to the world. Because we also had to think about the silver concept that you saw in the intro look.
Yes.
We had to do that and the look for episode 1.
You had to have a promo look and you had to have your look for but that's so I love that silver look. That like that it almost I I really could see y'all doing some Alice in Wonderland type shit. Like
That was
seriously.
almost our look for the first episode, actually.
And it would have been like, which is
That was actually almost the look that we went with, but the reason why we did the Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend concept with Marilyn Monroe is one, everybody knows Marilyn Monroe, first of all.
right.
Two, Madonna, who is what the mainstream world would know when you think of Vogue. People who don't know what the ballroom scene is, they at least know the song Vogue by Madonna. So we kind
Right.
of pay homage to Madonna a little bit there. But on not only that, Megan Thee Stallion had just released the song with Normani, Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend, and they did the same concept in the music video. So we wanted
Right.
to pay homage to Megan Thee Stallion's video with Normani and bring it to life on the stage.
Ah, I love it. Okay, speaking about, because that song came from I'm a nerd out for a minute. Did you see Birds of Prey?
I did.
I was let me nerd out for a second. Did you see? So you did see Birds of Prey. Can we ask what was your favorite scene? Who's your favorite character?
Oh, of course. I love Harley Quinn. I mean, that's the reason why everybody watches the movie. But
Right.
I love Black Canary, of course.
Yes.
She did her thing. The whole movie was just. I feel like there was definitely there were things to like about the whole movie overall.
Right.
Yeah, it was great.
Cool. I mean, because at Multiverse, we talk about Marvel, DC, anime, game, and everything. So that's my little, nerdy thing for us right now. He watched Birds of Prey. Okay, cool.
I mean, they're part of the HBO Max family too. So
of course. I've done watched that movie too many times to even say. Let's talk about your favorite. Okay, I don't know if I want to say favorite episode yet or favorite challenge yet. I mean, it's almost the same thing. So, favorite episode, favorite challenge.
Well, if you ask Twilight, episode 5 was my episode.
Right. I know. I read an article. I was like, yeah, it was like basically you are the star of the episode because I mean, y'all slayed the episode. That I wish I could pull the clip up, but no, seriously, like y'all did.
Thank you. No, but that episode 5, that was the one for me. It was just so many things about episode 5, like not only winning Old Way, but like walking Old Way for the first time, and the fact that they took us to the legendary pier in New York City, where Ballroom was kind of birthed,
right,
and kind of like when we were filming for that episode. And doing Old Way out on the pier, like it was just a really beautiful, bright day outside. It was cold as shit, but it was so pretty outside, and it felt like we were recreating history because it felt like we was just like Paris is burning, like that's what it felt like. And then it's like here I am, you know what I'm saying? Little old me out of Gary, Indiana, with these HBO Max cameras in my face. What the fuck is this? What is my life right now?
Yeah, like a blessing because you were blessed to be in a place, and I'm gonna say it, even with me watching it over, I feel like my favorite thing about the show is being able to hear you guys' story, see your journey as throughout the competition and everything. See, because I think it was episode 3 or 4, y'all did lose a member, so to see y'all bounce from that and continue to, do your journey, I love all of that. Even with this new season, it's so much that is already being said and happening with everybody's story that I'm already like, my heart is already like, oh my God, like I want everybody to win, but I want to see everybody do well so everybody can showcase their creativity. So
absolutely. My main thing, I feel like the main thing that gave me the most anxiety with season 1 was just I didn't want to say anything on camera to make myself look stupid. And I didn't want to misrepresent myself or my community. And I always wanted to make sure I went out on the stage and did my absolute best.
But I 100% respect that.
Yeah, regardless
I
of whatever my track record is in the ballroom community. Like, I know some people know me, some people fuck with me, some people don't. I may be a fan favorite over here. Some people may not see it for me at all. But
mm-hmm,
regardless of all of that, I felt like Legendary was a clean slate, a
mm-hmm.
platform for you to be able to just show the world everything that you've been doing, just on a larger scale.
Excelente. I 100% receive that because I mean, I feel like that when it comes down to what I do with podcasting and also what I'm trying to do with drag. So I overthink a lot sometimes. And, just hearing you say that just gets me in a mindset of, continue to press forward and use things as, a clean slate, to show people that you are in a place that you need to be in whatever career or passion that you have. So,
Absolutely. And then it's like, I was telling somebody about just like different things, like, some people in the ballroom community who vogue, or who have done productions, or who have made moments in the ballroom scene. And some people were kind of leery about recreating those moments on the HBO Max stage.
mm,
And it's because they were like, oh, I've done that before, and it's like, yes, we've seen you do it before, but the world hasn't.
mm-hmm,
So it's like, don't try to overthink it, like you said,
mm-hmm,
second guess yourself, thinking I don't need to do this anymore because I've done it already. When really now's the time to do all of those things
mm-hmm.
you've already been doing, so that we can see it. Because that's the reason why they put you on the show. That's the reason why
Right.
they cast it. So like,
Yes.
don't go change it now.
Showcased it.
Right.
Because I feel like me watching it, I'm inspired. Like I vogue a little bit, but I wish that I could have that, that experience to be on the stage and have that. I can't want no ball. Yeah, I mean, I know. I mean, I could if I could, I would. But no, like it's inspiring, especially like I said, for me, somebody who's watched this since I've been in high school, been watching YouTube videos of these lay on me. Everybody like just watching them for years on YouTube, and now we have this on HBO Max. Up this app that this streaming service is about to continue to take off. Like you have this number one service, and to be there and be able to be in this franchise and be able to showcase your creativity, why not? It's not YouTube, like it's actually, let the people see. Like I when I say Legendary, it's like one of my number one favorite shows, only because I've watched so many Vogue. I've sat on a Friday or a Saturday night, late night, and watched 2 hours of Vogue videos on YouTube just because I've never been to a ball or anything like that, but just to see that. But yeah, own it, showcase it, because it's people like me who love it and gonna be rooting for it and gonna be wanting it. So,
Yeah.
Joe, my co-host, has one question.
Okay.
She said, "This is Mental Health Month. Do you think the show is tapping into some mental parts of the ballroom scene?"
I'm not entirely sure if it is, but I would hope that, if anything, the show is giving people some type of entertainment relief, or
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Like, cause last year when Legendary premiered, like even when the trailer premiered, we were going through the whole Black Lives Matter movement,
Mm-hmm.
and that it was actually almost like a part of because it was like Pride Month, but it was also Black Lives Matter, and it was like it was almost like some of the cast almost felt weird about promoting the show when we have so many other bigger issues that we
Mm-hmm.
should be focusing on. But in that same breath, sometimes people need to step away from that and to be able to have a break from all of the negativity in the world and all of the, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it helps to be able to see something like Legendary to be able to like uplift you a little bit.
Yes.
So if someone is dealing with some type of mental issues, I would hope that Legendary could be an outlet of some sort to be able to make you feel better, whatever way, mentally, physically, spiritually, whatever. That's my hope. because it's definitely one of those type of shows that will make you laugh, will make you cry, make you happy, make you sad, all of those things.
She says she loves that entertainment relief. Because that's what it was for me. Even with everything happening, and it leads into my next question, with, COVID and everything happening, like, how was that? Because I know the second half of the season, I think it was those last 2-3 episodes, like they had to shut down and everything. Like, how was that? Like, I know, because I wasn't, in my head, I wasn't thinking that was gonna happen. Because I'm thinking maybe, y'all done filmed the whole season and everything, and y'all are good. But how was that? How was handling that as well with production and with the second half of the season?
So most people don't know this, but I don't necessarily know this to be true, but I was super sick when I battled Michaela. And if you were watching that last episode that the House of Gorgeous Gucci was in when we did the Mega House, the like Gorgeous, I'm not in that episode at all until we perform at the end. Because for 2-3 days I was in my hotel room sick as a dog, and I didn't go on set. I didn't go and film any reality TV moments. I didn't rehearse with any of the house members. I stayed in my hotel room by myself, and I learned the choreography from videos because production gave every house iPhones to record behind the scenes. So we will record our rehearsals and just like pictures of us having a good time, and like videos of us playing around and interacting with other houses and different stuff like that. And so like they would like airdrop the videos from rehearsal and send them to me so I could look at the videos and learn the choreography. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I had COVID when Michaela and I battled when we got sent home. So for everybody for them to not have an audience to follow an episode, and what I'm saying, like looking back on it, like, because we didn't know how severe COVID-19 was, or what I'm saying, what it even was at the time. So like, what I'm saying, to look back on it back then, like, like I almost probably didn't make it out of that. Like, kind of crazy.
Well, I'm glad everything were like good, that whole thing, but that sucks that you had to go through that with this experience and everything for you, and I hate that you had to go through that, but you pulled through it, and
yeah,
so,
really, I held it down like a G.
Yeah.
But, and there were moments where the judges commented on me not being at 100%, but they definitely edited those moments out. So they just kind of completely overlooked the fact that I was not at my full potential.
Right.
And which is okay, because I don't want to use the fact that I was sick as an excuse to why Michaela beat me. She definitely deserved to win. But yeah,
right.
There were moments throughout the entire season of season 1 where people were dealing with things that weren't exactly addressed on camera. Some people experienced injuries. Some people experienced loss in the family. Some people, and they just kind of like not swept it under the rug, but it's like they didn't exactly highlight it or make it a part of the storyline. So some people might have been performing with a broken heart, and you never would have known.
Wow, that goes hand in hand with, like, trials and tribulations and being in a place to fully put it all on the floor.
Yes.
And because I feel like voguing and dancing, that is a passion that you can use to express yourself. So a lot telling me that, I feel like a lot of people were, if they were going through something, they put it on the floor. They put it out, they gave it a all. So yeah. Wow, that's deep.
And something that most people don't know too, I don't mean to cut you off, but
no, you good.
Something that a lot of people from the ballroom community were saying when they were watching the show from season 1, like they were saying like, "Oh, y'all a bunch of crybabies." Everybody was crying and crying and crying, and why everybody had to have a sad story, and it was just a lot of comments that were being made about the tears that were like if the tears were real.
Right.
I don't think people realized the stress that we were under and the amount of it was just a lot. And then it was a lot of people's first time doing something like that. It was a lot of people's first time being away from home. People weren't necessarily eating right. People weren't getting enough sleep. People were, it was just so many different things that played a factor. And then on top of it being reality TV, which is already a monster in its own breath and messy as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the stress of being on TV, wanting to do your best. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot to deal with. Like, so if somebody was crying, 9 times out of 10, it was probably like for real. Wasn't nobody faking that shit.
Yeah. Thank you for speaking on that, because I mean, I feel like emotions is emotions, and people have to respect people's emotions, especially when you film, like, you don't know what people are going through at the end of the day, regardless of TV cameras or not. Y'all were put in a place to elevate yourselves, learn lessons, and be able to harness your craft. So, I appreciate you for even letting us into that, because, me as a viewer, I'm not thinking that, but now, I even said watching it, I love the fact that, you get to hear the stories, you get to hear the journeys and everything. But now I have so much respect for y'all, because you are all handling trials and tribulations of real life stuff, and not just your reality life as well. Y'all are also handling that as well. So, even with the first couple of episodes, I know one of the cast members got the call, and then his mom passed away, I think he said. So, we all are, life is still moving, and then the fact that that it was the height of the pandemic while and after the fact, and like at the beginning, and then y'all had a lot on your plate, and y'all did well. You entertained us. You had a script. You had me and my boyfriend and my best friend. We was in there screaming and yelling and hollering because I gotta talk about this one part. So when y'all had the episode when like Honey and the girl with the bumblebee, everybody came in real quick, like that. When I say when I said that, it's like my favorite like moment, and I hate to say it, but when her and Michaela was battling, and Michaela got in front of her and she snatched her up, and I was like, I watched that part maybe like 17 times just because it was unreal how it happened. Like, it was just like boom, boom, boom. And I was just like, are you serious? Like, oh, like, how, like, wait a minute, no. In that moment, backstage, how was you feeling? Like,
so I don't think I saw it until I saw the show, because the thing about it is, so they have monitors in the back, as you know, so that they can like record our reactions to like of what's going on stage. But sometimes we would like sneak around the front of the stage and be in the audience with the people. It was a few times, well, especially like if there was like when it was time for the people to battle, to figure out who was like the last battle, to figure out who was gonna go home with the bottom 2 houses. Me and Jarrell will walk around to the front in the audience, to the front of the stage, because we never like to watch the cameras in the back because the monitors in the back are delayed. So you hear the music, but what you're seeing is delayed. So like people doing dips and shit, but it's like not on beat. So we would fuck them cameras and fuck them monitors.
I'm hollering.
I want to watch it live
in real time. I want to see it. I want to see the drop happen right now. Like,
yes. So we would walk around and like make our way through the audience with the people and be like, "Hey, y'all," and be ready to watch the battle like everybody else, because I want to see who's finna go home.
Right. Oh, that is funny. That is funny. So you said, episode 5 was your favorite episode, favorite category. You ready to get into season 2 reactions? You have anything else you would like to, talk about from season 1 that you experienced, or
I don't know if it's anything specific that I want to talk about season 1. Shout out to all my people season 1. The originals.
All right. Oh man. So season 2 is out. That trailer dropped. How was you feeling like? And I, like you said, I've seen some of these people on YouTube, so I was just as shook when I was watching it today. But seeing that first trailer for season 2, how are you feeling about that? Like, what was your reaction?
So I wasn't fully surprised because I do have my sources and I think all the tea as it was happening. But I wasn't aware of how anything looked. I knew who was involved. I just didn't know, what I'm saying, what anybody was wearing, how it was gonna look, how everything was gonna turn out. So that was a surprise for me. I was really happy to see like the quality of the way everything was done. The trailer looked dope as fuck. Everybody looked really, really good as far as the costumes and shit. Johnny Wujek did his thing.
Johnny is amazing.
Love Johnny. That's somebody else I also keep in contact with. He's good people. The judges all look amazing. Deshaun. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put it out there. Deshaun Wesley is so fine. And it's funny because I usually do not be on the Butch Queen Vogue films like that in the ballroom scene, but that's the one. And I told him recently too because I seen Deshaun at a ball recently in LA. And I was like, Deshaun, you are so fine.
It's that suit he got, that white suit that he has on this new season. I say, okay, this suit is everything he got to the hem. I'm like, I need him to do a photo shoot with that whole outfit, like a full spread photo shoot with that, because that outfit is everything. Like, I love that suit.
Keep the suit on.
I can't. Oh man, yeah, I was shook when I saw it because I had been waiting for it and waiting. I saw Megan posting pictures. I saw Leomin posting pictures on set, and I was like, all right, y'all, like, stop teasing. Like, go ahead and give it to me because it's been too long, and I'm ready to see what's going. Like, I'm ready to see what else can happen.
Something that I did think to myself, I felt like the trailer for season 2 was a bit premature. Just because I know they started filming everything and finished filming everything about the same time that we started filming and stopped filming everything the previous year. They started late January and filmed around early March. So I expected the trailer to come out around the same time our trailer came out. And our trailer came out last year around like May 26th, 27th or something like that. So for them to drop the trailer for season 2, you know what I'm saying, not even 365 days later, like it hasn't even been a full year. So I just kind of felt like, I don't know. I didn't feel any type of way about it. It was just definitely something that I noticed. I just thought give the show maybe have more time to edit the show or I don't know, whatever. But they got it done. And so
I love this. Let's get like, how many episodes have you watched so far? You said 2, right, or just 1?
I think I've seen. I haven't finished episode 3.
Okay, I'm in the middle of 3, and I can hear them actually watching 1 right now. The point system, I actually kind of like that.
I live for the point system.
I love the point system. I think that's my favorite new thing for the season is the point system. I think that's amazing. Because I mean, you get your points, and it calculates up to. I love how it first to last. I mean,
right.
It's gonna make the competition a little more
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out the words to say. It's gonna make it a little more interesting, because I want to see who's gonna say what and who's gonna give points to who. So
Right. And also, I think it just makes it gives it more. It gives a better explanation for the winner because.
mm,
So perfect example, episode 5 when we won Superior House. Everybody felt like, yes, I won Old Way, but
mm-hmm,
maybe the House of Balmain should have won Superior House because of their all house production, which I totally agree with because I love the House of Balmain's all house production on episode 5 with the whole
mm-hmm,
Nefertiti Egyptian vibe. That was dope as fuck. The whole thing was dope. I watch it all the time. One of their best performances on the entire show. But because I won Old Way, they had gave us already. I think the point system, the point system was if you get your tens, you get 10 points. If you win,
mm,
you get 20 points. If you get chopped, you get no points.
right.
And then there's 5 judges, so you get a possibility of 10 points per judge. So that's
Mm-hmm,
another 50 points on top of the 20 possible points for Old Way.
mm-hmm,
So the reason why the House of Ebony was in the bottom because they got chopped for Old Way, even though that was
mm-hmm,
their best house production ever, they got chopped for Old Way. So they was missing 20 points out of a possible 70.
mm,
Whereas even though Gorgeous Gucci, we killed our house production, but we also had those additional 20 points from me winning Old Way. So it was like we would have been neck and neck with Balmain, but because I won, that put us up one. You know what I'm saying?
right. Yeah, I
So
totally agree.
everybody was questioning like, oh, the Balmain should have won. The Balmain should have won. Like, yeah,
Right.
probably should have, but because they didn't explain the points and how the point system worked,
Mm-hmm.
it just looked like shade.
Right. Oh yeah. Okay, I can see that. So yeah, I'm glad now. I'm really happy that they're they're doing the point system now. Like you see it actually
Mhm.
happen. You
Mhm.
see it being calculated and everything. So I do like that. I feel like this whole set and everything is like fresh. I don't know. It just looks real fresh. Real.
The
You
stage,
know.
the stage is definitely different. I think the stage is like actually because our stage was elevated,
Mm,
and their stage it looks like it's like on the ground, and it almost
mm-hmm.
looks a little bit. It looks more longer than it is wide.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But yeah. Episode 1 was good. I mean, I love the part 1 and part 2 because I mean, at the end of part 1, I mean, didn't nobody go home first episode last year, but the fact that people are going home already, it gives me an idea that something is going to happen in the middle of the season. I feel like a comeback episode will happen of like people who've been eliminated. I've seen it happen on RuPaul's Drag Race, so I feel like that is in the future. That is my prediction. I do feel like because like I said, they sent somebody home episode 1, episode 2, and then somebody's about to go home episode 3. So I do feel like there might be like a mysterious episode towards the second half of the season where eliminated houses come back. Like I said, I've seen it plenty of times on Drag Race, and
Mhm.
I would love to see that happen just because like I said, I've seen it happen before. So it would be kind of cool to see that happen. That would be a nice plot twist. Because I mean, Shade, y'all dropped that bomb on me when y'all brought honey and all them last season, and so it was like a little test trial. So I could actually see them
I would
doing
like
that.
that. I would like
Oh
that
yeah.
because season 1. The thing about season 1 is everybody had the opportunity to at least to get 2 episodes in.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if you went home first, you still got to have at least 2 full episodes. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Like, now, it's like, bitch, you get one.
You get one shot. One shot.
You get one.
Like, so, I wish we could. Okay, let's see. 1, 2. Okay, what houses are like? What houses are you like feeling right now?
Um, so first of all, I love the House of Prodigy.
Yes.
Disclaimer, confession. So Naomi is the reason for the season for me. Okay, she's the reason why I started voguing. Period.
Okay.
That lady can do no wrong in my eyes. She is my fiance. I still fangirl over her. I still like do the I still do all
Like,
this little shit.
oh my
Like,
god, I can go watch Naomi versus the Con right now. I'm sorry. Like,
no, it's okay. That's my bitch. Like, me being able to be on stage in front of Naomi was like, I was more excited to see Naomi than I was excited to see Megan Thee Stallion. I'm like, yeah, Megan, whatever. Naomi, oh my God, can I have a hug? Like, no, for real, dead ass.
No, I mean when you see like I feel that because when you see, I would the times that she has like the tweet or like responded to me, I'm just like like I've watched so many videos of her on YouTube, and I'm so excited that she has this spot in the mainstream right now, and because I mean it's well deserved. I mean she just where she at now. I'm so happy because it's deserved. Like she's put in her time. I mean, if you want to go back, her and Deshaun on Vogue Evolution, like
and seeing Deshaun and Naomi, like just you know what I'm saying, being fans of theirs and knowing their story, and watching them on Vogue Evolution, and then 10 years later, now Deshaun got a mic in his hand and Naomi sitting in the judge's seat on their own show. You know,
yes,
and like, and then people like Naomi who have gotten this far with no management, no team, no talent agency, all independent. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then somebody like myself who aspires to be on that same level of, you know what I'm saying, success. And I just, you know what I'm saying, like that's just seeing them just like, you know what I'm saying, makes me believe that it's possible for me to, goddamn it. And
it will
I'm
be.
doing everything I can to make sure I can get to that point, if not farther.
Since the show, I meant to ask this earlier. I mean, I don't know how to say because I know we had the pandemic and everything. What's something that happened from the show that, like, what was some moment that happened after the show, like a opportunity that happened from the show since then that you really would like truly was excited about?
So the thing is, like, because of the pandemic,
Mm-hmm.
we've missed out on a lot of opportunities to like tour
Mm-hmm.
and, you know, perform live for different things like pride events and, you know, just like interviews and red carpet events. And we missed out on a lot of those things that, you know, could have really taken our careers to the next level. And, um, excuse me, it kind of, forced me to kind of, you know, just keep myself busy and focus on, you know what I'm saying, doing my own independent projects that, you know what I'm saying, I can use to like elevate myself and my career to the next level. Because I realized that I can't dance forever, even though that's something that I would love to be able to do. So like I see myself stepping into being more of a choreographer and a creative director,
Nice.
because that's a lot of the things that you saw the House of Gorgeous Gucci doing was a collective idea and
Uh-huh.
a collective, you know what I'm saying, process. But most of it may or may not have started with an idea that I sparked and brought to fruition, from the Fifth Element concept to the Marilyn Monroe concept to
Mm-hmm.
the Wild Wild West concept. It's just, and the list goes on. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to take full credit for everything, but you know,
Right.
if you want to talk about somebody who was like putting a lot of thought into things and choreography and time, Jeter was probably doing about 60 to 70% of the work.
Well, I like the fact that it is telling me that with you doing all that creating and everything, it has helped. It's started a new passion to do, choreography more and be a creative director. So kudos to you. And I really hope that everything that you want to do with those two careers come to fruition for you. Cause I can see you're a talented, like, and watching you, I just can see the passion. Like, so I really hope that things happen for you this year that you can, choreograph, do a choreography for somebody, or tap more into that creative directing for somebody and everything. I mean, shoot, I know that now, so I might be like, hey, I got this idea. What do you think about this? Or like, I'll get ready for this. Like, I would, I would ask you for your like opinion on things because I know that I know what you, I know what you do. I know what you're doing when it comes down to creating things in this type of, world and everything. So yeah, I hope that happens for you. Seriously.
Thank you.
Uh-oh. Joe said, I would love to see Jeter Gucci production.
So I actually have played around with a few things. I did I did a little something for Halloween this past year, and just a couple of other little small things or whatever. And y'all could check out my Instagram. I got content on there. You can also check out my jeterbodymeter.com website. I'm also supposed to be updating that very soon with some new content for y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I lost my voice over the weekend.
You should have told me. We could have just put a pin in this, and we could have read. I don't need. We're about to wrap it up because I don't need you.
It's all good.
Rest up.
Here, but it's cool. It's cool.
No, you good. I appreciate you. Seriously. When we're done, send me all your links and everything. Send me your IG. Send me your website. Because when we once this is over, I post it under this thread and everything, and let people know that who you are and like so they can follow you and everything. I mean, I'm so happy right now. Like, you don't understand how you done blessed me and Joe for coming on our segment of The Mess. Like I was watching it over. I get to talk to this guy. Like, he's amazing. He's talented, and just hearing you talk just now, then hearing you talk about this, tapping into creative directing, I think that's amazing because I do photography and film as well. So when I've been thinking about being a director of photography, a DP, so I've been looking into that. So I think it's kind of, I think it's cool that you've picked up something else because I picked that up while, doing podcasting and everything like that. So
Facts.
Yeah.
Working closely with Tanisha and watching her in her element, doing her like, bitch, I could do that. I kind of already do that. And then, it's just being in front of the camera for so many years, like you kind of know what to look for when you're behind it. So I just kind of, just kind of like people who, what I'm saying, who have an ear for music. I feel like I kind of have an eye for what the people at home might want to see.
Mm-hmm. I respect it. I love it. So, final thoughts. You gotta come back when it's like closer to the end because I want to have I want to have a we want to do like a big like little panel where we have like a couple of our friends come on and we just talk about the season finale and everything. So we would love to invite you back for that later when the season is over with. But final thoughts about just everything with season 2 and just everything that we talked about. And thank you again. And you can give us some final thoughts and everything.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me. Some final thoughts that I want to give y'all. So some of my favorite houses so far. The House of Tishi.
Oh God, yes.
My bro Dro. That's with the House of Tishi. Y'all can look forward to seeing some work coming from Dro and I in the very near future. We've already talked about it. So you can definitely see a collaboration from 2 of your favorite Twisters from season 1 and 2 of Legendary. I've also reached out to Cam from the House of Prodigy to see if we can collaborate on something as well. That's actually what I was supposed to tell you when I started talking about the House of Prodigy.
Go ahead.
Naomi is the reason why I started voguing, but Cam is the reason why I started walking Rudeness with a Twist.
Okay.
He's legendary for Rudeness with a Twist. And
right.
He's one of the first clips that I've ever saw of somebody walking Rudeness with a Twist. And I was like, wow, I want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, it's a lot of people on season 2, like, that, like I said, like, that's like fan favorites from the community.
Mm-hmm.
Legends, icons, people who shake the table and who are known already before Legendary. You know what I'm saying? So, like, people like Cam and Tati and Prince.
Yes, Tati. I was shook. I was shook when I saw Tati. When that came up, I was like, "That's Tati." I like all these people that I've seen. Like, I'm so happy for them because it's not. And there's no shade to YouTube, but these people have been doing this for years, building their careers, and we see the videos on YouTube, but now they have this place to actually showcase themselves. Like,
Yeah.
it's exciting. So yeah.
But yeah, I love Tishi. I love Orichi. I feel like Orichi is kind of slept on for some reason. But y'all get Omari fucked up, okay? If y'all don't know who Omari Wiles is, please look that man up. He done been in Jadida videos. He done been in Janet Jackson videos. He owns his own ballet, his own dance company, Ballet Afrique. Les Ballet Afrique. Please go look them up. They do Vogue, housing, West African dance,
Wow.
all of that mixed together in their one dance company, like iconic shit. Okay, Omari and the Orichis are not about to play with y'all this season, so don't sleep on them. Okay. Who else is dope? The Balenciagas, of course. The Muglers. The Muglers are about to let y'all hold it this season, okay?
I was about to say, go ahead and say have it.
No, they finna be like, hold my drink. Hold my drink.
Oh my god! I think was that who I tweeted about earlier? Because I was real shook. I was like, child, like, wait a minute now, like. Yeah, I was like, child, Mugler's go off. Like, yeah, they shook me up. Their outfits was everything. Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, but my phone is about to die, so I'm gonna finish my little words.
Yes.
I just really want to close out and say big shout out to everybody that's involved in season 2. I'm excited for everybody and all of the opportunities that y'all got coming y'all way. Please take full advantage of it and know that even though HBO Max is giving you this platform, it's for you to pick it up and take it to the next level when all of this is said and done. So don't feel like you've arrived, because there's more work to be done. So whatever it takes, whatever you need to do, get your website together, get your shit together, be on your shit, and make sure you make the most out of this and take your career to the next level if that's something that you choose to do, because it's there for you to do.
Amen. That is good words of encouragement. Thank you, Mr. Jeter Gucci from the House of Gorgeous Gucci from season 1 of Legendary. Y'all check out Legendary season 2. It is on HBO Max right now. All right, we are about to leave and play this outro video. And y'all have a good night. Thanks for coming out, man.